What's going on, everybody? So, turn this music down. I want a copyright strike. It is January 4th, 3 days before your boy's birthday. I'm not using my microphone, so if the audio is a little off, it's because I'm in traffic. And I just wanted to shoot this real quick video because, for whatever reason, on the regionals, I'm stuck behind a freaking train. I wish I could flip the camera over. I'm gonna show you all right there. Literally stuck behind a train, and I'm already running late to the regionals. Anyway, I'm pretty sure the actual event started at 9. It's like 8:30 right now. And you guys already know your boy's playing Heroes. Okay, the train track's getting lifted up. Yeah, your boy's playing Heroes, and I'm trying to do well. Same deck I went undefeated with twice. So, with all that being said, let's get into it. Without further ado, let's begin.
Ice on my wrist, looking kinda cool. Bad bitch with me, she ain't tryna move. Niggas staring at me, what you tryna do? Got me looking at my watch, and it's time to do.
Alright everybody, as y'all can see, I've already signed up for my tournament. I decided to go upstairs and show you guys an outscape of the event. But yeah, man, we're gonna do it with Heroes today, man. I'm just exhausted because actually I slept pretty good. Sometimes you don't sleep as much as you want. I kind of wanted to give up on this regional, but at the same time, it's like I really felt like this last regional of the format. There's no reason to not play in this event, just to get some fun and practice in for the next YCS. So yeah, I probably won't play in a YCS for a while. However, just need some practice in, get ready for sunrise or things like that. And I'm pretty sure I just walked past DZ on the elevator. Well, escalator, whatever. Kind of weird, but anyway. So yeah, man. I'm gonna give it my all and just go for the top 8. I got my invite, as you guys already know. Playing my hero deck, like I said, didn't make any changes to it. Just more experience with the deck, and I'm just gonna stay focused. So yeah, man, I'm a little tired. I have to give me my coffee to wake me up. Cheers, fellas. Man, some of the best coffee you can get. Death Wish Coffee, non-sponsored app, but I just love this company. Actually, I should reach out to them to give me the sponsor them because this stuff is lit, man. 300 milligrams of caffeine. You really can't beat it, honestly. Drinking mine's black with a little bit of sweetener, but yeah, man, check them out if you guys want a good strong drink before any event. That's not an energy drink with all them extra chemicals that can mess with your heart and things like that. All right, man, let's play some Yu-Gi-Ohs.
What we do here is go back.
Look at all these people who waited to the last fucking minute. I thought I waited late, but goddamn, shit's wrapped around the corner now.
No taking. Other than light points, effects, like...
Alright, y'all, so round 1 is over. Ended up playing against Invoked Magnite 2-0, that shit very easily. Fun game. I just had complete control. Kind of rusty, so I was making some misplays, but hopefully that shit rolls off in the next round. So it's like 500 players here today, 9 rounds of Swiss. Like I said, I'm only here for my top 8. If I don't get top 8, I'm just gonna go home. So because that's really the only purpose of me playing right now is to get top 8. And I already have my invite, as you guys already know. So we're gonna see what we can do, man. I'm having fun so far, running into people I already know. I'm just still waking up. Been having a long week, which is why I'm on vacation right now from work. If I can focus more on my content and etc. So man, I'm gonna see you guys in the next clip. Alright, y'all, just ended round 2. Ended up playing against Mystic Mind Exodia, Troll deck, 2-0 deck. Pretty cool. Just my opponent made some misplays. He actually made a monster, and I was able to link something into one monster to get rid of his Mystic Mind. So yeah, fun times. But so far the regionals is going good. So far undefeated. 7 rounds left. Not much more to be said. I'm just chilling out and cooling. So see you guys in the next clip. Alright, y'all, so round 3 is over. Played against Gerard Cruz. He's actually a pretty good player, known in the Midwest, Wisconsin area. He beat me with Dragon Link. First time I played against Dragon Links that had the full deck, including the YCS prize card that Chaos Emperor Dragon that paid 1,000 to add himself back from the extra deck. The card was bonkers, but essentially it went like this. Game 1, he made a big beefy board, shuffled back 2 cards in my hand. I had Super Poly, but he had so much field presence it didn't matter. I just played it out to see what he can do with the deck. Game 2, on the other hand, I ended up getting it by Destined Hero Plasma. Like, I made Plasma first turn. I had Honestly Neos in hand, and he couldn't get over it because he ran into it with a boss monster, and I Honestly Neos during damage step, and he lost. Game 3 came around. I knee brewed him too early. He was going off his combos, right? I opened up knee brew, outside in 3. And for whatever reason, I thought Appaloosa was a Link 3. So after his 5th summoning, he made that dragon girl that could link summon on your opponent's turn, and he had another monster on board. I instantly knee brewed him, thinking he was going to go to Appaloosa. I thought Appaloosa was a 3. Come to find out, Appaloosa was a 4, and I prematurely knee brewed, which cost me the game. Really kind of disappointed because I didn't realize that, but I ain't tripping. Like I said, it is what it is. Today is just all practice. What if I top 8 or not? I don't really care how today goes, if that makes sense. Like, my hero deck changes literally in 2 weeks, and honestly, the reason why I was originally so excited for this event because I thought the hero stuff came out before the year was over, and not literally 2 weeks from now. So, old format it's like the end of the format. Like I said, I'm never really excited at the end of any format, no matter what format it is. But I'm still gonna try my best to get that regional top 8. So I have 6 more rounds left. I have to go undefeated, or get at least 1 draw to get top 8. If I lose my next round or a round after that, I'm just gonna go home because I'm not gonna waste my time here. So I already have my invite, so there's really no point. I'll let somebody else try to get their invite. I ain't the type of person that's gonna try to sit up here and steal an invite from somebody when what's the word I'm looking for? When I already got mine. It's like, I'm not playing for the world's points. I ain't on no world's grind like some people are. So man, I'll see you guys in the next club. All right, everybody. So the dream is there for me. My top 8. I'm in the losers bracket with my homies right here, and X2. I mean, I probably could win out, but I don't want to due to the main fact that ain't no point at this point. But we all just chopping it up right now, and we had some shit to say about bad players that just went out because their deck's so good. All right, Brandon. So how that game go again? What happened now?
So, like, let's see. So I dropped after round 4. Lost round 2, round 4. Round 2, man, this True Draco play. Yeah, my deck is very, very weak. I'm basically playing like a stun Manju deck. Okay. It's stun, and then you play a lot of like Desires, Extravagance to draw to, gain advantage, and then Manju for game, like stun with an OTK potential. And this man he wasn't chaining his True Draco effect.
And you played a deck too, so it's like,
yeah. So I knew he was messing up so bad, like he was fucking up the chain so bad, and I'm just like, what are you doing? And it didn't matter because he had like card of demise. I didn't when I twin twisted, I didn't hit his his second card demise. He got off a card demise, and then the next turn he card demise again. He gets the diagram. I'm just like, boy, you just pulling the nuts. You getting every single thing you could ask for. Popping 2 back row each turn, popping my monsters because it's like inspect border and stuff. So
essentially he was like bad, but he was just getting you because
he had everything. I'm playing a banish deck, and my friend was trying to like justify this dude's choice, but I didn't show him 1 banish card. I set 2 crackdowns, strike and warning, and played inspect border, and he just blew me out the water. He popped inspect border, 2 spells and traps, and just like ran me down with like 2 True Dracos, and I drew into nothing. So I said, all right, let's go game 2. Tell me why game 2 he sized in Imperial Ironwall, didn't see 1 banish card I had, and I'm just like, why? And my friend's like, oh, he was scared to evenly match. I said, that's no reason to side in a card that is potentially a brick for helping you break boards. So I was like, god damn. And then
you had something to say about this too, right?
Yeah, I just feel like the randomness is like RNG damn near when you play with people who play bad, and even if you play bad yourself, but when you know your mistakes and people don't know their mistakes and you lose, it kind of infuriates you. Outside of mirror matches, that's a whole different like animal of stuff, people, games, whatever. But when you like sit down with your deck and you sit down and you like my skill versus your skill, I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh lost that.
Bro,
you lost some of that luster.
I nearly had to slide my round 4 opponent because this man gonna say I desired. He Ash Blossom. I Gamma his Ash Blossom. He Ghost Bells the Gamma, and since it can summon from deck, grave, or hand, it worked and it negated the Gamma. And then after the mat round, he had the audacity to say I had to try and think of how to get around that Gamma. I was like, oh. and then you try to shake my hand. I'm like,
you're like, don't shake my hand, dog.
When you get clapped up, you get clapped up. And when you
Boy.
know you get clapped up, that's fine. Like that's very
yo,
fine
but
when you
how
get
you
clapped.
gonna say I had to think about how to out that gamma when you had the ghost bell? I banished 10, got nothing, and then I couldn't gamma. Oh boy, and then I'm like,
her, huh?
oh dude, yeah, I just dropped round 4. I've been up here like kind of zoning in and out of naps.
That's why I wish Yu-Gi-Oh is a little bit more skill based. I don't know. I play chess, so it's usually me and you skill.
You play competitive chess.
I play
huh?
competitive chess. I guess you
money.
could say for money. Yeah, I go to tournaments and stuff, and it's never usually like an RNG of like.
And when you say RNG, what do you mean?
Complete like it's randomness that you cannot control.
Okay.
So like you within variables of things that's outside of you. Like it's nothing in chess that I cannot stop you from doing if I have the knowledge. If you don't have the knowledge in this game, you can still get rewarded because your deck can do certain things, or you can just completely ignore in certain situations that decks do certain things. So if you really don't know a matchup, but your deck just stops you from playing the game, i.e. Thunder Dragon, people always complain about, which they really won't hit, stops you from playing the game by summoning a monster. RNG, I guess you can say, is being switched up against an opponent that is your bad matchup. Cool, but if you was just like, a little bit early in your line or register for the tournament or whatever, you play somebody else. And you might win that matchup. And depending on what the hand you opening, but that's all fine because it is a card game.
You can go up
But
against
at the end of the day,
It's all
you could go up
luck-based.
against
it's all luck based.
You could go up against a true Draco player that side in Imperial Iron Wall and don't chain no Ignis effects when you have the strike sitting there. I was like,
I mean, in the last regional, I gave my salad players the best salad hands you could possibly want. Rage, Roar, Gazelle.
What they stat?
No, I know. I probably intentionally gave my hand the salad players you can pick any 6 cards that you want. I gave it to them. And you pick out any 6 cards in your salad deck that you want to start your opening hand with. I gave it to them.
Oh, you literally.
I gave it to them. Like you have the nuts. You have the nuts, and man, I can't play around the nuts. But I felt like, man, I felt that was just something I didn't really feel bad about. I wasn't infuriated about it because they destroyed me when they had the nuts. Even if they didn't have the nuts, they probably still were going to destroy me, and I accepted that loss. But when the bad people get carried by the decks, that's another story.
Like the people who play Mystic Mind, Burn, and run the clock out with
Mystic Mind is
we
card
definitely
that should
doing
never
that with
be
Trap
carried.
Tricks coming out, man.
Oh, hell yeah.
Negate
fine.
anything from hand, field, banish, graveyard, whatever, and bring you for 2K. Ooh, we going into time, good sir.
All the decks are fun. Control, combo, I like to bounce around different decks and stuff. I just think it is I think Konami should just make it that more fun decks and more decks you actually have to think about what you do against.
I mean, they can make
I
them.
can agree with you on that.
They can make them, but there's no guarantee people going to play them now because why play that when you could play Sky Striker Orcus? I didn't even know I was playing against Sky Striker Orcus till turn 3 because he was just playing nothing but Sky Striker the first 2 turns.
I don't want a format where I can make Dweller. You scoop the game up.
That's speed duels.
But I don't know why I beat you.
You gotta play
Like I
some
said, I
speed
think we
duels.
personally need set rotation. Personally, I think we need a block format where it's they say every card is banned. We can only play the new current sets, and then after that, whatever.
Magic do that?
That's
Magic
Magic,
and Pokemon.
Magic and Pokemon, man.
Yeah,
That's
but
rotations.
that's how you keep the game
every
balanced.
2 years.
But people
something.
say, the argument is, Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't do that because it's gonna make the game. What's it where they say? Die and unfair because you have to buy a game, but you have to buy new cards anyway.
You do have to buy new cards. I think if people just don't want to let go of decks.
That is what it is.
I don't know.
People,
It would
Yu-Gi-Oh.
also here's the thing. It would also force Konami to make reprints when they really don't want to for certain decks. Like they would have to reprint staples. Like they'd have to reprint Twin Twisters if they want to keep it in format every year and a half, 2 years. So why do that?
I'm not too Konami gonna be about the money. So whatever money they can make it okay, if you want to play it, make it a new rarity, I guess. Bump up the rarity, change the artwork. People they do a lot of things. We have 7 Prince of Ash, I think, or something, and people still getting
But it was gonna get that bottom dollar.
the new printing. They gonna the money part they gonna still get. The power creep is out the wall.
Yeah.
Remember when normal summon set 2 pass was like a big boy play?
I'm not trying to go back to that. I'm not trying to go back to that.
Yeah.
But I just
Go,
want
go,
Yeah.
go, go.
individual players.
Games have to have progression though.
Individual players to be able to do individual things with their deck because they either love and care about the deck or they're actually good at the game. And the people that are actually good at the game will still beat the bad people, but the bad people won't have a great time beating the good players or even players that they're situations they're not supposed to win. But if you do play bad, you deserve to lose.
I agree with you on that. I 100% agree. Like I remember that bring back to a story. Flip my camera around if I can get myself in this. They turn the thing wide angle again. Oh, hold on, zoom in. Okay, cool. That reminded me of a story back in 2012. I was at Nationals. I played against a guy running windups. He was so bad. He could have wind up looped me multiple times. Did not loop me. He made suboptimal plays and ended his board with a wind up rabbit, set 2 solemn strikes and pass. I beat him game 1. He beat me game 2 because he just opened up double strike and warning. Then game 3 or not, this is before solemn strike. I'm sorry, warning and judgment. Warning with that too. I forgot what happened. He beat me game 1. Game 2 I got him. Game 3 he got me because he went first. Set, he opened warning, judgment, and I lost. I was like, wow, you're so. I just lost to the worst wind-up player in the room, and his deck just carried him. So I definitely get what y'all talking about.
Man, that's a hard carry. That's what you call. Like,
Warning,
you don't really understand. Like, if you don't understand all the full potential of your plays, you can do. Okay, I can understand if you pick up the deck and then like you do well.
But he was a cool dude, though. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, no,
These
people are usually great players. The people that I really hate are people who slow play, but play the deck, but still don't know what their cards do.
Dude, I hate when a super advanced like meta like deck come out. Like Orc is pretty straightforward. Skystrike Orc is pretty straightforward. But remember back in the day with Zoo and with Gokis, you were trying to do all these loops and stuff, and your turns would take 15 minutes. And then everyone just pick it up because Goki was cheap as fuck. And then you go up against the person at a regional who, okay, now what's that do? And he like, hold on one sec. And he have to read his own card. At no point, why are you reading your own card? Unless it's like a very precise ruling, like Boral Sword, is it attack declaration or during damage calculation? Little things like that, that's fine. But when you don't know what the whole of your card does because you watched a YouTube video and you can't do the bread and butter combo, so you gotta like read every single one of your cards in the middle of a regional, that deck is carrying you. Why are you in round 5? Like, what?
Man, it's a lot with the Yu-Gi-Oh. I love the game. I actually don't practice. I literally come to regionals, deck, throw it together. If I do well, okay. If I scrub out, which I've been doing a lot because I don't practice. I don't go and do my book no more.
I just play nothing but Goofy.
Yeah, I have other things that interest me. So playing Yu-Gi-Oh is not like I'm not thirsty to become a pro player. I'm not trying to play. I'm trying to play with the best people, but not spend all my time on it. But in turn, it said, even though I don't play as much as the great people or even the good people at this game, the bad people at this game are like, they don't play this game at all almost sometimes. It's mind-boggling on how like they get so far with nothing, so minimal execution.
It's because the information is out there. Though. It's like a lot of times too. Let me turn back to me. A lot of the times, like nowadays, especially like back in the day when I was growing up, we didn't have like Yu-Gi tubers giving out all the game, giving out all the advice, giving out all the combos. People had to learn that stuff in forums, and a lot of the time back in the day, people didn't put their information in forums. You had to be cool with a certain group of people, which is how you did well, which is why teams were so important back then versus now. So I think that's the reason why people, even though they're bad with the deck, they know enough about the deck, and the deck is so powerful it can carry them because of all the information that's out there nowadays versus back then.
For laner decks like Salad, okay, yeah, that should only carry you so. I should only carry you so far.
Salad's not bad. Salads, they have recursion. They're decent. They're very medium. Like Tim and them, they always make jokes. They do nothing so well that they're great. Or they do. Oh
They do a lot of nothing, but they do a lot. They do a lot of something at the same time.
Yeah, they say something like, you know, they're so great at doing nothing that they're good. Like they don't excel at anything, but they're just like monotone. Like they will have plays every single turn, almost.
Well,
once you start getting your graveyard and field set up.
That's also true. Me and McMasters, what we always talk about is, okay, you can always go. We already know, like, straightforward what you need to go to. Let's say you need to break a board. Okay, we know the cards that you have utility with and what you need to actually like break a board or say. But to actually, sometimes you don't actually need to break a board completely. You just probably need to crack it enough to where they can recover, hand trap, make sure you have a hand trap for next turn or something for the following
And then you
play.
get in that rage right back again, so you pop in 2 more, or at least.
Yeah, so a lot of people usually go through, like, a lot of times when I picked up the salad deck, like, it seemed, when you first play it, it seemed like you need to go Stalio. That's what I felt like when I was playing the deck. Then you like, oh, this is brain dead. What I'm doing is super brain dead. Like, I'm not using my cards to my fullest potential. There are hidden cards, like, and your personal preference also plays a lot to how your play style is.
Right.
I'm super aggressive, and so playing that type of deck, you can't even get super aggressive with it.
Right.
So
Aggressive fun. I just never think anything is brain dead as just strikers, dude. I can't wait to...
Strikers as one of the most complex decks.
Not pure striker. Pure striker takes some thought because you gotta manage.
I think all versions of striker has some type of like complex
bullshit.
Like,
Sky Striker Orcus say before I start off my stuff. Sky Striker Orcus say before I start off my stuff, let me Pot of Greed, and also one of the cards that I'm drawing is the exact out I need to your board.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with Dingrusu. I'm fine with most of their Orcus cards.
I don't mind Orcus.
I have a problem with
Orcus
Babel.
fine.
A problem I have was Babel.
Really, I hate the Striker engine. I'll fuck with Orcus all day. They could keep their Babel if it was like a pure Orcus deck. Like, I don't care, or Orcus something, but it's just when you combine Orcus and Sky Strikers, like, dude was able to nearly crack my board of Inspect Border in 4 set just with Sky Striker shit. He got like double engage. He like got an Afterburner. He got the Widow Anchor. He got like dude was breaking my board. And then next turn he normal summons Armageddon. He Rotas. I'm like, okay, he's gonna go for a Ray. He gets Armageddon Knight. I said, this is fucking Striker Orcus. Like, how are you having a decent match with me and I ain't even seen half your deck yet? Because you get to engage twice and you keep getting that draw power. You get exactly what you need and a draw.
Engage.
So
is such
basically,
an unbalanced
it is
card,
like
bro.
It's an unbalanced card. It's an unbalanced card, but man, it's the utility of what it gets that is more detrimental than the card itself. That's why a lot of people, you see Hornet to 0. A lot of people want Hornet to 0 because they still want to play the deck. They still want to be able to play the deck. It's getting new support, which I find whatever.
it's good. Dude,
I think if you
swear
hit
to God,
engage to win, it kills the deck.
has anyone seen the translation for those Sky Striker XYZs?
That's
yet?
not. I don't think that's real. I don't think that's
All right, y'all. So that's pretty much all I wanted to discuss with that. I'll see you guys in the next club. All right, y'all. So I'm back at home now. I'm turning the music down. Copyright strike came out to that initial D Rise Up. Big fan of anime, but yeah, man, I'm gonna end the video here. I know it's kind of a short vlog to say the least. However, there's not really much for me to talk about when it comes to the regionals. Like, I was kind of bummed out when it came to this event, mainly due to the fact that when I realized Sunriser and Liquid Man wasn't gonna be ready for the deck because they weren't out yet, it really kind of demotivated me to go to this event. But I went to this event for you guys to see if I can get my hero deck to get that top 8. Now, I do still believe my deck list is a top 8able deck list. However, when it comes down to just Yu-Gi-Oh! In general, you guys know my theory on that. They have the outs. Like, I lost to a really solid player round 3, playing like the perfected cell version of the Dragon Link deck that literally, because of the prize card, it literally helps him extend his plays. And that was in game 3. And then I got 2-0 by Dinosaurs because he had all the right answers at the right time. So that's just Yu-Gi-Oh! In a nutshell. Like, I could have played it out and probably still got an invite if I didn't need one. However, there was no point because I already got my invite. So tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. Like the video if you guys are new here and subscribe for more. This is Rogue Hero. I'm signing out, man. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.